For this toolkit, we are going to be talking about writing your thesis statement for any essay that you'll be doing, not just for us in English 3, but anytime you're doing an essay. So just as a reminder, the thesis is one single sentence. It should be the last sentence of your introductory paragraph, and it's going to express the essay's main idea. So where it's asking for the definition of this, I want you to focus on the fact that it is going to be the sentence that expresses the main idea. On the back, it's going to ask you about the positioning of the statement, so that's where you should write that in. What I want you to think about is that this is the blueprint. If you think about somebody who's building a house, they have to know their plan for where each room will go, where the sinks will go. They have to know that in advance. So that's what you're going to use your thesis statement for. It's going to help guide you as you write. But not only that, it's also going to help give your audience an idea of what to expect when they're reading as they go along. If they've read your thesis and it's a good, strong thesis, they know exactly what they're looking for as they read the essay from you. So here's some tips for what you're going to want to include to have a good thesis statement. Again, you want it to be one single declarative statement. By that I mean just, like I said, one sentence, but it needs to be a sentence that is making a statement, not a question. It should be a statement. It needs to convey that main idea that you are trying to tell the reader about. Then you also need to give the key points that you will be telling them in your essay. So not only is it going to give you the position, but then it's also you're going to tell them the reasons why your position is valid. Again, it's going to establish that main purpose, and you should always include strong verbs and precise words. So things staying away from that's good, that's bad, and we'll talk a little bit more about that on this next slide, where we're looking at what we're going to try to stay away from. This is what I was just talking about. We want to stay away from being vague. So don't say stoplights are a good addition to our framework. Let's be stronger than that. You also, if you don't have a claim in your thesis, that's going to be, it's not going to help to guide it. You need to tell your reader what it is you're trying to tell them. You don't want to be too broad. You don't want to say all people believe that, because that's not true. You can always find people that are not in that all category. And a big one, let me go back. A big one you want to stay away from that you've probably seen many, many times are including statements like this paper will be about, or in this essay I will write about. Stay away from those at all cost. Everybody knows that they're reading a paper or an essay. You don't need to restate that for them. Get straight to the point what you're wanting to make. So let's look at a couple of examples. Here is an example of a poor thesis statement. The traffic light is a great invention. It changed society for the better. Or, in this essay, I will discuss the various reasons. So hopefully you can see a couple of those reasons why that would be something we'd want to stay away from when you're looking at the word great, when you're looking at in this essay. Here's a better example. The invention of the traffic light significantly improved automobile travel by managing traffic effectively and creating a safer driving environment. And so you'll see that we've got, instead of just saying good, we've said that it's significantly improved and given us the reasons why it has significantly improved. And now we know exactly what we're going to read about. You know that you're going to read an essay that talks about automobile traffic being better, and that it's managed more effectively, and that it's safer. So to make your thesis, you're going to brainstorm your ideas, which you should do on all of our essays. We're going to give you a brainstorming page. So you'll brainstorm your ideas, you'll write the declarative statement. It's going to be an answer to that question that is your prompt. You'll have your key points, and then you can combine those two things into your thesis statement. So that's your formula, your position plus your key points. And that's basically the idea behind creating a thesis statement.